Today, guys, I'm going to be checking out a $300,000 Brazilian inventory. So, guys, let's jump into it. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Turbo here, and welcome back to a brand new video, and welcome back to my final inventory review of the year. And I decided, you know what? It's been a couple months since we've done anything inventory review related. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end 2020 with a banger. We're going to be checking out one of the most insane Brazilian inventories I've ever seen. So, ladies and gentlemen, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself some popcorn, and let's jump right into it. There's only 7 pages to his inventory, but there are some insane skins here. Obviously, he has some crimson kimonos, and we're going to be checking them out. And you know what? These actually have a pretty decent amount of red on them. If they were minimal wear, they'd be significantly better, but honestly, they're really not that bad. Yeah, he also has an AK Wild Lotus Battle Scarred. He has a factory new Deagle Blaze, of course, a pair of field-tested Spearmint Gloves. Here's a Gamma Doppler with a 006 float. He also has a minimal wear M9 Baylor, a field-tested AK Fire Serpent with a Kato hold up. And ladies and gentlemen, this skin is amazing. It's basically just, yeah, it's pretty much just an AK Fire Serpent. Oh, but it's field tested, but it's really close to minimal wear, and it has a Titan non-hollow right here. Of course, he also has a field tested Howl, and then he has a Skeleton Fade. Okay, and I don't really know too much about skeleton fade patterns, but well, I can see a little bit of blue right here, so I'm going to assume that it's really close to 100% fade. So, dude, honestly, this is such a sick skin. I want to get one of these at some point in the future to match the op fade, because it's pretty epic. He has some hand wrap slaughters, of course. He has a factory new Butterfly Ruby. We're going to check this out as well. And what's the float on this? It is 0.04. So actually not that amazing, but I mean, it's still a Butterfly Ruby, which is still literally thousands of dollars. And then of course, he also has an Op Gun Gear well worn, plus the Operation Broken Fang coin. He has a AK Blue Laminate with quad hollow Katos. So of course, there's a Team Dignitas hollow, a Vox hollow, a LDLC, and a Reason Gaming hollow. So just 4 really dope Katos on a blue laminate, which honestly, blue lambs with Katos don't really look amazing, but still worth looking at. He also has a Falchion Ruby. He has a pair of field-tested Crimson Weave gloves. And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of his most expensive skins. He has a minimal wear AK-47 case hardened, and it's not just a regular case hardened. It is the #1 pattern in the world, the Scar pattern, the one that I used to have, but I sold my Scar patterns. The offer was way too good. And not only is it a Scar pattern, but it also has a crown foil on wood, which makes it even better. He also has an Op the Prince field tested, of course, an Op Asimov with a Eye by Power hollow. Hold up, this might be a Blackamov. I'm actually surprised it's not a Blackamov. I thought because it was battle scarred, I thought it was going to be a 0.99 float with an eye, but no. It's just a regular battle-scarred Asimov that looks fairly clean with a Eye by Power hollow on the scope. Like, this is still so much money. He also has an Op Medusa, of course, a factory new Howl, a Stat Track field-tested Fire Serpent, and a Butterfly Fade factory new, plus another Op the Prince. Moving on to page number 2. By the way, guys, that was only page number 1. We need to step things up a little bit. On page number 2, he has a lot of stuff, of course, including a Karambit Fade. And wow, the Karambit Fade, it looks to be a 90-10. I don't know if it's a full 90-10 or not, but it's still a freaking awesome Kara. Just the only problem is the corner is not that amazing. So, like, honestly, at this point, I'm just kind of nitpicking. And then he has 2 M9 Marble Fades in a row, a Stat Trek Falchion Ruby, of course, a factory new M9 Bale Lore, and then he has a number 955 Blue Gem. We'll check that out in a second. But of course, he has his Ursa Sapphire, minimal wear Vice Gloves, minimal wear Dragon Lore. Oh no. He has a Stat Trek AK Redline, field tested with 4 Eye by Power non-hollows, of course, a pair of field tested Fade Gloves. Here's a Candy Apple with a Crown Foil, a Karambit Marble Fade, an Og Hot Rod, an Anodized Navy, of course, a Stat Trek Minimal Wear Howl, a factory new Fade, and then here's a field tested Spray Quaza, aka the Fire Serpent. And hold up, we're gonna check. Oh my god, hold up. All right, not gonna lie. Okay, this is kind of a ridiculous. Okay, so it's obviously this is a tier 1 pattern. It's number 955, and it's also Stat Trek field tested, almost minimal wear, but it has a crown foil on wood, and of course it has a Titan hollow right up here, and then of course a glaive and a Zipnik sticker partially scratched. I couldn't even imagine how expensive this is. Maybe $10,000 at least. I'm not super up to date with the whole Blue Gems like prices or anything, but this is ridiculous. But of course though, I'm really curious about the Marble Fade. Is it a Fire Nice? Yes, it is. Oh baby, dude, look at this. Is so nice. Like, it has such a clean corner. I mean, there's a little scratch right here, but it's overall really dope. He has a field tested Oceano pattern M9 bayonet. And we're going to speed through the rest of these. So, of course, Bowie Ruby, the Glock Fade, factory new with a crown foil. Butterfly sapphire, even more expensive than the ruby. And he also has 4 pairs of Pandora's boxes, one of which are battle scarred, and the 3 other ones are field tested. Unfortunately, though, none of them are minimal wear, but he does have a minimal wear dragon lore, a field tested dragon lore, another factory new blaze, of course, an M9 Bayo ruby. He has another Karambit fire and ice, a Bowie sapphire, of course, a minimal wear gun gear called the Tesseract, AK redline, of course, with the alien sticker on it, the Team Dignitas, and then an op redline as well with a Diggy, a minware Akihabara Accept, of course, the Tech 9 Isaac with some of the rarest stickers in the game, the 100 Thieves Boston 2018 stickers. Plus, he has a Bayo sapphire, of course, an M9 Bayo marble fade, and a Bowie ruby. Oh, also he has a Cobalt Disruption with the Team Dignitas sticker and a P250 Myrtos with another 100 Thieves sticker. Just more insane skins. And ladies and gentlemen, it is not stopping anytime soon. He also has a Gut Knife sapphire as well as ruby and sapphire shadow daggers. Plus, there's just 2 factory new blazes in a row, field tested king snake gloves, classic knife vanilla, Talon fade. I'm assuming this has a really good pattern. We're going to check it out. Yeah, this is actually really solid. It's a 0.01 float, plus it looks like a 90-10 basically for the Talon, which is awesome. Hold up, he has another case hardened. Hold up. Okay, this is not a blue gem, but he does have another case hardened. Of course, he has a classic Crimson Web, a Butterfly Fade, a factory new Akihabara, except these are so much money right now, dude. Oh my god. And then, of course, some field-tested Cobalt Skull Gloves, a classic Fade, of course, an Op Medusa, an M41S Knight with quad crown foils, yo. And then, of course, a StatTrak factory new AK Fire Serpent with a crown foil. I'm assuming on wood. We're going to check it out. And yes, of course, it is on wood. So this is so much money. I mean, honestly, guys, all of these skins are a lot of money. Like, this is a top tier inventory. All right, but on top of that, though, he also has a StatTrak factory new Howl. Oh my god. We have to check this out because, ladies and gentlemen, it has a 0.05 float. It has a iBuyPower non-hollow right here by the Howl's face. And then, of course, it has a Howling Dawn sticker on the stock. So yeah, pretty epic. He has a storage unit called Money with no items in it. Nice. And then, of course, he has a field-tested Dragon Lore, an Op Asimov field-tested, another field-tested Dragon Lore, a USPS kill confirmed minimal wear. And then moving on to page number 5, he has a crown foil unapplied, an M9 Bayo. Oh my god, that name tag, though. It's an M9 Bayo Emerald, which these are very, very, very expensive, but they're very awesome, though, too. Anyways, here we go. This is his Black Amav. Okay, this is what I was looking for before. It's an Op Black Amav with a 0.99 float, and of course a crown foil on the scope. These are pretty valuable and they look pretty cool. Moving on, though, he has an M4 Poseidon minimal wear, a factory new Wild Lotus. He has a souvenir M41S Knight, and I guess this was from the World Champion 2015 game where Team Envious won the game. He has a really battle-scarred Phase 1 5.7 case hardened. He also has a battle-scarred Medusa. All right, so it's a 0.998 float. So this is actually the number 7 highest float Op Medusa Green Witch. That's pretty damn green, if you ask me. He also has a Bayo Ruby, of course, a Bayo Emerald. He has a Karambit. This is a Phase 2 Karambit Blue Gem. Let's check it out. So when you just look at the backside, of course, it's really nothing that special, but when you turn it around, that is a lot of blue. It's the number 442 pattern. I actually had one of these. This was actually the first high tier blue gem I ever had. I believe I made over $1,000 in profit trading it. Dude, honestly, blue gems have been really profitable for me. And this is overall a really solid skin because it's pretty much all clean except for this little bit right here. And then, of course, the corner's not that great, but the rest of it is really clean. Oh, of course, you can't forget about the Bayo Sapphire, a factory new gun gear, another factory new gun gear, another factory new gun gear, just 3 of them. One of them has a 009 float, some field tested spearman gloves, another Butterfly Sapphire. He has a couple storage units, one of which I'm assuming has 32 Furia stickers, maybe. But moving on to page number 6, this is where his collection gets even crazier. I don't really know that much about Falchion patterns, but this is either a Phase 1 or Phase 2. It's a really solid Falchion blue gem. He has a factory new Howl, of course, with a crown foil and 2 Howling Dawn stickers, a Karambit Emerald, of course, because you can't forget about that, another factory new Dragon Lore, more storage units, of course. He has a factory new FAMAS Spitfire, a Butterfly Ruby, Karambit Ruby, M9 Ruby, factory new Butterfly Crimson Web. And then, of course, he also has the number 1 corner. The Karambit Crimson Web factory new is very, very expensive, and yeah, that is a really clean corner. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't have any webs on either side, but I mean, the fact that the corner looks this good is insane. So this has got to be worth just an abysmal amount of money because it has such a clean corner for a Crimson Web. Anyways, though, he also has an M9 Sapphire, of course, a factory new M9 Bayo Crimson Web, some superconductor gloves, more storage units, and on the final page, he has a Karambit Sapphire, another factory new Howl with a crown foil, and of course, to end it all, a Glock Fade factory new with a crown foil sticker. And then he has a genuine welcome to the clutch pin as well, because big flex, right? But anyways, guys, overall, Huey 4TW, whoever this guy is, he is one of the most insane collectors from Brazil, and I would definitely give his inventory a solid 10 out of 10 because he has blue gems, he has high tier Dopplers, a lot of them. He has rubies, sapphires, emeralds, he has factory new crimson webs, of course, not to mention the blue gems and cados, and apparently I have 13 friends in common with him. Nice. But overall, thank you guys so much for all the support in 2020, and 2021 is going to be even better. All right, boys? I'm low-key thinking if you guys enjoyed this video, next year, I'm probably going to be bringing back inventory review, but I want to revamp it and I want to make it fresh and interesting, and I want to make it better than it's ever been. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, share, subscribe, click that bell icon, and just if you guys want to see more of these videos in the future, if you want more inventory reviews in 2021, just let me know. And overall, guys, huge thank you to CSGO Etsy for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to enter the giveaway that I'm doing. I'm giving away an M4A4 Emperor plus a StatTrak Battlescarred Op Hyper Beast. So check that out. Link is in the description down below. And overall, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's Turbo, and I'm out. Peace.